I don't know about you guys, but I've been extremely excited to be able to fight Mystic Flower. Now, while this isn't exactly that, I'll gladly piece up a mountain. But now let's get into the team itself. So one important thing to note before we get into the battle itself is this first battleground stage. As you guys can see, attack speed is basically null and void for the first stage. So you may have tried to run a creme brulee and Twizzly comp because that usually just destroys every boss that you come across. But because of this first battleground, it really just negates that. So that's why when I made this team, I made sure to not rely on that because I was getting my butt kicked. Looking at the team itself, we have Rebel Cookie up front because he provides those incredibly useful debuffs and shield providing and just the whole 9 yards. We love Rebel Cookie. Then we have Shining Glitter as well, Black Lemonade, Mystic Flower, and Twizzly. Now, Twizzly is going to be the main damage dealer, but it's important to note that Black Lemonade and Shining Glitter provide an extremely valuable skill. I don't know why it took so long to get out of my head. When it comes to the treasures itself, since that attack speed issue is very prevalent, we're going to be focusing on the scroll, the whistle, and the watch because you just want to focus on sheer attack power. Now, looking at the gear and the toppings, the main stat you're going to want is cooldown. Looking at Rebel himself, we have the Swift Chocolate toppings. And as you guys can see over here, I got a big emphasis on cooldown. He's not going to be a damage dealer. He's going to be the one that provides the debuffs and the shields that help keep the team alive. And then looking at Black Lemonade, she's going to be focused on Raspberry and basically attack and cooldown. Now, damage resist is useful if you are having trouble surviving. But generally, between Shining Glitter, Mystic Flower, and Rebel Cookie, you should survive a good bit and not have too much trouble. But looking further into that, cooldown and attack as much as you can for Black Lemonade. Now, looking at Shining Glitter, she's actually going to be focused on Apple Jelly Crit. Now, as you guys can see over here on the right hand side, my cooldown is kind of low, and that's just a sad aspect on my end. I couldn't get it. And then we've got crit over here and attack as well. But as you guys can see here, I have electric damage on her. Shining Glitter is the second highest damage dealing cookie on this team. If you can get Twizzly with an electric damage one, that's great. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. I couldn't. But I was able to luckily get one on Shining Glitter. Now, looking at Twizzly herself, she's basically built just like Shining Glitter. You're going to be focused on all apple jellies, and you're going to be looking at cooldown and attack and crit. Crit is your top priority. Cooldown is your second priority. Honestly, I'd say cooldown kind of mixed with attack. Basically, they're the same value in my opinion. But cooldown and attack, if you can toss in some attack speed, that's great, but that's not useful at all for the first stage. The more attack speed you can get, the quicker the second stage will go on. And now, looking at Mystic Flower, she's going to be similar to Rebel Cookie, just all cooldown. Mystic Flower's role in the team is just healing. Now, there will be some moments where she may get hit with the boss's special move, like when the fist comes down and she's too busy healing to move out of the way. So keep that in mind. If that happens to you, you will probably need damage resist to survive that. Now let's get into the battle itself. All right, you're gonna want to start off with Rebel Cookie only because he does that debuffing and damage increasing, and then you're just gonna want to spam. This first stage is really susceptible to electric damage, so you'll probably go through it fairly quickly, whereas the second stage is much more about darkness, but there aren't too many solid dark cookies left. Frankly, they're waiting to release master mode, and I think that's specifically because they want to build up the dark type cookies first. Like Caramel Arrow just got her magic candy, and we all know that Dark Daddy Cacao is going to be getting his awakening, whatever that's going to look like. But I do think that that master stage will probably be heavily reliant on having two teams, one electric and one dark. If you are having trouble surviving or winning this fight with just this team, you might want to build that darkness team for the second half of the game because that's what is more strong against that second stage. Just like how this first stage had that specific ability to inflict a lightning bolt when you stacked enough electric type damage, The second stage here also increases your darkness damage dealt as soon as you get that bar right there. You know, I feel like this mountain attacking Mystic Flower is some kind of suicidal tendencies. All right, where do I go? Like, wouldn't it be, isn't this mountain of Mystic Flower attacking Mystic Flower kind of exactly that? So as you guys can see, I'm just really spamming these as soon as I get them. These are the, oh my god. As you guys can see, Mystic Flower almost didn't move there. This is usually around when you get caught with her, because as you start spamming her skill just to keep the team alive, you'll get hit with certain skills. I got lucky there, honestly, but keep that in mind. If you guys manage to get perfect across all of these, you do get an attack boost, which is very useful for completing it quicker. And another thing to note is that after each of those small cutscenes, your cookies cooldowns are completely refreshed. Most likely. There may be a second or two left, but for the most part, your cookies will be fully cooled down. So get ready to spam those skills right away. Ooh. Now for this third stage, there isn't any specific type that actually does increase damage. So electric type would be at the moment more beneficial than darkness because of just how powerful the cookies are. And that's all she wrote. I wish I could see Mystic Flower suffering. I hate her so much. Some people hate Hete Cookie. I think Hete Cookie's too cute to hate, honestly, despite everything he did. But Mystic Flower, I just can't. You have all the power in the world and you use it to infect people with the flower disease. But as you guys can see, Twizzly absolutely carried the damage. But Black Lemonade and Shining Liver provide a very, very essential skills and abilities and buffs to the team that are needed. So that team should take you all the way from easy to expert. We still don't have master mode. That's going to be coming out in a whole 28 more days. So if you have any trouble with this team, leave a comment below and I'll do my best to help you out. But if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe and like as well. And leave a comment below on what you liked about it or else what you want to see in the future.